Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is the Jody G channel and welcome to those of you who are new. So today I want to show you guys my monthly favorites for July. These are the products that I have been using non-stop against everything else that I have in my collection. I've literally just reached my hand out and these are the items that I have grabbed, and for a reason, because they are totally amazing. I cannot complain. I am so glad that I have them because I really have put really good use onto all of them, and I wanted to show you guys these items, so let's get to it. Okay, so the first two items that I have been using non-stop are these NYX Pro Foundation Mixers. I have two of them. So I have this one over here, which is in the color olive. It is PFM 05, the color olive, and then, but it says olive, but it does look like a brown tone. And then we have this one over here, which is the same thing, except it's in white. I must admit, these are like the best things in the whole freaking world because I have foundations that I really love their finish. They're either satiny or a little glowy, but they don't feel tacky. And so that's kind of hard for me to find lately. And so I want to continue to use the foundations that I have, but some of them I only am able to use them in the winter time because I am no longer tan at that point. But then the darker ones I can only use in the summertime because I am tanned. So playing around with these, I can tweak the colors and make it lighter or darker depending on what I need. And I totally love these, and I've been using this for well over 2 months, and I'm so happy I have them because I've been able to play around with other foundations that I can only use certain times of the year. So these are amazing, and they're affordable too. You can get them anywhere that they get NYX. I think you can get it off eBay, Amazon as well. They're pretty affordable. They're less than $10, so these are like amazing. The very next product I want to talk to you about is about a palette, and this is the Blink in Collaboration palette with BoxyCharm. I did do my review on it. I did a little differently than usual. I actually did a review after trying it for a while, but I must say, oh, my nose is itchy. But this is part of my favorites just because these colors and the blendability, and they're so buttery. Like, that review, I'm 100% honest on it, and that's why this is still, you know, this is still one of my favorites. The golden, I'm trying not to get too much glare. The golden colors are so pretty. This has been such a beautiful highlight color. I've actually used it several times. So nice. For me not to talk about it as a July favorite, I must be out of my damn mind, you know. The next product I want to talk to you guys about is a concealer, and I mean, obviously I'm not the last one on the bandwagon, but I guess I may be the last person to really like brag about how amazing it is. This, I'm sorry, I had to burp. I had a moment there. This Tarte Shape Tape Concealer is amazing. Like, OMG. So I have blended it out with my finger. I have blended it out with a sponge. I've blended it out with a brush. I've blended it out with anything that you can actually think of. And this concealer is so full coverage, not heavy, dries almost to a powder, so comfortable, extremely pigmented, like such a little dab goes a long way. And I usually just kind of like try to clear off as much as possible by kind of putting it against the edges, and yet look at how much concealer comes off, and the pigmentation is just like such great coverage. And it does have a little like scent to it, but it's a pretty scent. It's almost like a little perfumey, but very mild, almost like a soapy. But yeah, and then the wand is like, I don't know what, I don't think I've talked about it before. I don't know why I have it. This wand is like, I don't know. I am in such love with this concealer. It has been my go-to, like 100%. And I mentioned this one because I've also fallen in love with the Wet n Wild concealer. I don't want to say this at 100% dupe, but I do kind of see similarities in the sense of their pigmentation, blendability. A little goes a long way. It's not heavy. I don't know about the scent though. Oh, I got it on my nose. No, the Wet n Wild one doesn't necessarily have a scent. but it feels the same. It's so creamy and it's not heavy and it doesn't dry patchy. I mean, these two concealers are like amazing on my under eyes. It doesn't emphasize any pores or any patches in anywhere that I apply it. Totally love it. This one here, so affordable. I think I paid $5 for it, and it's just as good as the Tarte Shape Tape. So I would honestly say, if you don't want to dish out the money for it, or you just can't, or are not sure if you're gonna love it, try this one first, and if you love this one, then maybe you should bite the bullet and get the other one. And the one that the Wet n Wild concealer that I got is the photo focused one, and I got it in the color medium tawny. And the wand is very different though. It's your basic doe foot applicator. So there's nothing really special about its packaging, nor is there anything special about the wand itself and its applicator. Just like the Tarte Shape is so, it's just so unique. But I will say that this is affordable, accessible to pretty much everyone. The color range is very decent. They have a nice color range, and again, you know, it feels just like the Shape Tape. I mean, it's just missing a little bit of the scent, that really good scent, and then you would never know. Like, you would really never know. Another thing I wanted to mention to you guys is this Laura Mercier Foundation Primer in Radiance. So this is like a deluxe sample I received in the mail. You know, when I try a primer that works for me, I try to stick with it. It's like, I'm right or die for it. I was looking for something else, and I found it. I was like, wait, yeah, I had that. And I tried it, and it was, I mean, totally worth it. I feel like, I haven't done my research on it, but I feel like I'm going to invest in the full size. Totally worth it. This here is no primer, and then from here on, you'll see a glow. Like, come on now. It just looks so healthy and glowy and fresh. Any foundation, I've done stick foundations and liquid foundations, and they just go over it so nicely and blend out almost to an airbrush finish. I've used it with a brush, and then I've also used it with a sponge, and I haven't really noticed that much of a difference in terms of like how it's going to blend with the primer and stuff. It just works so well with your foundations, and it looks so pretty. Any matte foundation still, it gives it kind of like that luminosity, and then any foundation that's already has like a glowy finish, it just gives it that extra oomph, you know. So I haven't really looked at it or into it. I haven't really seen how much it costs and what's the like the full size version of it or anything, but I think I'm pretty much convinced that I need to invest in it, at least in this one, to have a primer that gives you that dewy effect, so I don't have to build so much on top of it, you know. So I really wanted to talk about this because I have been using it a lot, and this little bit goes a long way. How much does this weigh? This is not even a full ounce. This is a 0.5 fluid ounce. I've totally used, I want to say, about a pea size for my whole face, and I've done it at least 9 times. 9 times, and I did someone's makeup, and I used it on Saturday, and there's still a whole bunch of product left in here. So this was an amazing sample size as it is. So, I mean, if I invest in the full size, it's going to last me a very long time, because a little does go a very long way. Sticking with the highlighter topic, I wanted to talk to you guys about this Sleek Makeup Highlighting Palette in Solstice. Wow. Oh, I didn't even notice it was this dirty. Come on now. Wow. Okay, well, I mean, those are fingerprint smudges. Clearly, I've showed it love. I think I've mentioned this palette before. It is so freaking pretty. I will admit, it can tend to look a little powdery. I know there have been mixed reviews on it. I personally love it. Then again, I think it's a preference thing. So here's the thing. If you're just going to go ahead and take a brush and apply it, yes, it's going to look a little powdery. Not patchy, it's going to look powdery. Because it is a powdery product. Now, it doesn't have chunks of glitter. It is finely milled. It's just really powdery and has some fallout. So the way I use it in order to get like that chromy kind of exaggerated highlight is I will go ahead and I would apply a liquid highlighter, blend it out, and then I go in with a sponge that's also wet, like moist, and then I apply the color that I want right over it. So I guess I can show you guys. So I went ahead and I applied the cream base. In my opinion, I prefer the creamy base because then the powder definitely has something to stick to. So I just wet my sponge with this Project Beauty spray, and I'm gonna go in with the peachy because that's the one I've been using lately. So I just take the wet area from my sponge. So this is what the highlight currently looks like, and so when I apply the other one, it kind of exaggerates the highlight somewhat. So you go, I mean, I don't know if you can, I can definitely see it though. Wow, I think I overdid it. So I went from, okay, normal kind of highlight to a really, boom, in your face. And by wetting it, it doesn't look, like by wetting your sponge, it doesn't really look, like powdery at all. If anything, it's just like poof, like metallic. Such a great palette, so affordable. I think I got it off of Amazon for like $11, $12 or something. It's so good. And I know they have another version, it's like gold tones, and I think I want to get it because it's that good. So if you haven't given it a try, you should. I also wanted to talk to you guys about this Tarte lip paint by Tarte, and it is in the color Birthday Suit. It's the one that I have on my lips right now. It is totally like my perfect nude. My perfect nude. So I have a like travel sized one in my purse, and then I have this one at my vanity so that I can carry it with me at all times. It is slightly pink, but still nude. Almost looks like my lip color, but better. Super comfortable. If you want a lipstick that lasts decent amount of time, it's a very kind of blush nude, but very like toned down. Your lip color, but better. Birthday Suit is the way to go. It's so pretty. Okay, so the very last thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about is this W7 Makeup and Glow Bronzing Base. And so this is basically what it looks like. Now, I know Jaclyn Hill has talked about a product that looks just like this, or this looks just like what she's talked about. And basically, it's a total dupe. Have I tried its formula and swatched it and all that good stuff? No, I have not. But based on what everyone's saying, and I did do my research, and apparently people had tried this, and it is a total dupe for the Chanel Eclat something. I mean, if you go on to Sephora, I believe they do have it, and I think Macy's has it as well. I'm not sure, but it is a bronzing base. It's so much bigger than this though, so much bigger, brings so much more product, but it's so much more expensive, and it basically does the same thing. So it is a bronzing base in cream form, but it's a solid cream. You can apply a very dense brush into it and then just bronze your skin out. This gives me a very nice bronzy look, not making it too orange or too red or too brown. It's not Chanel. Not everyone's gonna dish Chanel money. Chanel money? Not everyone's gonna dish money like that on Chanel items. Like, come on now, I have a kid. So I have a kid and bills and yeah, I think you can find this eBay, Amazon. I'm not even sure who sells W7 because I got it so long ago and it was just stashed. And I buy a lot of things and then I stash them and then I remember that I bought them and then I'm like, oh, I should give it a try. Okay, guys, so that was it for my July favorites. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Keep an eye open because I have a collab video coming up pretty soon, I hope. I'm working on that. And on that note, don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And no, that was not a mistake. I said it 3 times. And I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye, guys.